Hello everyone. So today we'll be discussing about the Civil Services Mains Examination English Literature Optional Question Paper. This is a brief overview of how the question paper is actually. We'll be discussing it in detail. We'll be solving the questions in detail in my further videos. So this is the English Literature Paper 1. The maximum marks is 250 and the allotted time is 3 hours. The instructions is important because question number 1 and question number 5 are compulsory, and out of the remaining 3 are to be attempted choosing at least one from each section. So this is the most important thing. This is different from the GS papers, wherein the GS papers you have to attempt all the questions. Here it is not the case. You have to attempt by choosing some of the set of questions which you find comfortable in. So section A consists of question number 1. The question paper, the instructions of the question paper says that question number 1 is compulsory. This is the question number 1. You have to attempt it. Then question number 5 of section B is compulsory. So you have to attend the question number 5 also. And from the rest of the questions, like question number 2, 3, and 4, and from question number 6, 7, and 8, you have to choose at least one from each section, and in total you have to answer 5 questions. Like for what is the meaning of this? Like you have to attempt 5 questions in total. So this is one question, this is question 2, which is compulsory one. And if, for example, if you choose 2, this is the third question which you're answering. Then if you do not find comfort in these two, you leave it and then you go to other section. Then you are choosing question number 6, for example, and 7, for example. So in total you have answered 5 questions, and accordingly you have also chosen one question from each section. You have chosen question number 6 and question number 7, for example, and here you have chosen question number 2, for example. So like that you have to make some combinations and you have to answer at least 5 questions in total. So 1 and 5 is compulsory, and if you're choosing 2 and 6 and 7, so this is how it goes. Okay, so question number 1 of section A, what is there in the question? It The section A of the syllabus, it is mentioned the history of English literature, the Renaissance age, the Elizabethan, Jacobean, metaphysical age, all these are mentioned. So the questions are directly asked from that portion of the syllabus. The romantic poetry, it is mentioned clearly in the syllabus that a candidate needs to have a good understanding of these topics. So the questions are directly asked from that section, so you have to prepare notes accordingly. And rest of the questions are asked from the works mentioned in the section A of the syllabus. You have Tempest, you have Paradise Lost, and In Memoriam. So whichever section you find comfortable, whichever set of questions you find comfortable, you can attempt it. Like if question number 2, you're finding the Tempest, you have not adequate knowledge, you don't have for it, then you have to attempt this lot. You cannot attempt one question from here and one question from here. Either of you choose one set, and you have to attempt all the 3 questions from the same set of question. So you have the marking scheme here goes 15, 20, and 15. So all the sections have the same marking scheme, 20, 15, 15. So this is the 10 marker question, here is the 10 marker question, and here is the 15 and 20 and 15 marker questions there. Then in section B, this is the important part because this is an unseen poem. So beforehand, you have to prepare a little bit about the unseen poem and how to attempt in exam hall situation. So prepare some of the poems beforehand. You have 10 marker questions, 5 questions from this poem. You will be asked to analyze the poem and give your understanding of how you have taken the poem. Next, you have the questions from section B of the syllabus part. So you have all the questions here, and you have to choose accordingly in same way in the section A has as you have chosen. Like if you choose 6, you have to answer all the 3 questions. Like if you choose 7, you have to answer all the 3 questions. You cannot go for inter choosing of like A here and B there. You cannot choose, you have to answer all the questions. If you choose 6, you have to choose all the questions from here. Again, the marking scheme goes 15, 15, and 20. So whichever section you choose, whichever question number you choose, you have to answer all the 3, and all the 3 will be marked accordingly, and all the 3 have the same weightage. So this is this is paper 1 of the English literature optional. You will go for paper B. This again is 250 marks and 3 hours accordingly. And now again in the same pattern of paper 1, one question number 1, question number 5 are compulsory, and out of the remaining 3 questions are to be attempted, at least one from each section. So again, question number 1 is compulsory. So these questions are asked from the poems which is mentioned in the syllabus section A of paper 2. The poems mentioned here, you have to The lines are mentioned from the poems, and you have to analyze these lines, and what do you interpret from these lines. These are to be written in the answer. We'll be discussing in detail how to attempt these poems and these reference to context. And so this is important part. So you need to read the poems very carefully, so that you understand from where these words, where these phrases have been taken, and what do you mean about these. So all the different poets are mentioned, like Yeats here and Eliot here and Auden, Larkin and Ramanujan. So you need to go through all the poems in a very detailed manner. Then rest you have, this is the compulsory one. This question number 1 is compulsory, you have to attempt it. Next you have question number 2. So these this question number 2, 3 and 4 are asked from the section A of the syllabus of paper 2. So you have to attempt these questions. Like suppose you choose question number 2, so you have to answer A, B and C, all the three. And again the marking scheme goes 15, 15 and 20. Again you have question number 3, if you are choosing it, you have to attempt all the three. So again you have section B. Now we are going to the section B. It is again a 10 marker here. So when I had discussed the syllabus, I had said that it is very difficult to leave any work in paper 2, because see, this is what I was talking about. This question is compulsory, and it contains 10 markers. So you cannot afford to leave any other work. You have to attempt all these, and this is the compulsory one. So you have to prepare in detail and in a very comprehensive manner about the works mentioned in section B of the syllabus of paper 2. Then you have questions, again the same pattern. Like question number 6, you have these some section B of the paper 2 of the syllabus, which is mentioned, the works are mentioned in a very clear manner. You have Lord Jim, The House of Mr. Biswas, and the portrait of an artist as a young man. So all these questions you have to choose any one, and you have to answer all the three questions. Again 15, 15 and 20 marker. So in total also here you have to attempt 5 questions, and choosing 1 and 5 will be compulsory, and you have to choose any one. So let's suppose 1 and 5 you have answered, so you have 2 questions you have answered totally, and now you have to go for any one. Choosing 2, 3 and 4, you can choose any one. And then here also you can also choose any of the any of the other questions. Like if you choose question number 6 here, and you choose 2 and 3 here, so 2 and 3 and question number 6 from that section, and 1 and 5. So in total you have answered 5 questions. So this is the overview of the question paper of the English literature series. I'll be discussing everything in detail of how to answer. So till then, keep following. Thank you.